Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next session of All Quiet on the Serisian front. Unfortunately, we're missing a player, but we will continue, as always, with our remaining four. Before we get in too deep, though, I'd like to get a recap from one of you for a point of inspiration. Does anyone remember what happened last time and would like to get a point of inspiration?
I'll try it.
Okay, class, go for it.
So the session started with us on leave within Stonefield. Um, a lot of us had things that we wanted to accomplish. I believe Ricky wanted to do a whole foodie tour of Stonefield, going to all the restaurants. Some of us went out and bought ammunition, or requisitioned healing potions, that sort of stuff. And then, so that was like the first half of the session, and then Ash got a message. Well, basically, Regal had contacted him in his head, saying that there was a big necrotic signature coming from the south, I believe. So, getting everybody together, we had a conversation about what to do in this situation because our higher ups were not taking the warning seriously. So we went on a little rumor campaign headed by our good old Zed, our face. He rallied the troops and all the people, all the soldiers manning the wall, saying that something was coming and that everybody should be on the lookout. We decided to just kind of join the Watchers on the Wall to the south, just to make sure, they had enough people there. But we did not abandon our long rests. So we were woken up in the middle of the night, saying that there was an attack on the wall, and so we got into our Brahma and joined the fight. I believe there's like 3 massive undead giants. There's a captain. There's an assassin. It's a big battle at the wall. And in the middle of this fight, forgot the captain's name. I think it starts with an N.
Captain Neath.
Neath.
Captain Neath. And Corporal. Man, I'm terrible with these names.
Kanuke?
Kanuke. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something.
Both finally joined the battle, and Captain Neath had Regal put it on and failed the intelligence save. And
Nat 1, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep, Nat 1 the intelligence save, and he turned to us saying, "Plans have changed," and that is where we left off. Midst battle, middle of the battle, we don't know if we're going to survive this now.
Yeah, well done. Okay. As we go ahead and dive back into everything that's going on. One moment, please. You did earn a point of inspiration. Yes, dude?
Sweet.
I was just going to say, I have so many spell slots still. We're chilling. We got this.
We'll see.
Misty Step Gob.
So you got this.
I'm good.
I have half my spell slots left.
I remember I used a prep round and I did my sorcery points to regain one of my spell slots or some shit like that. And I've been Eldritch Blasting.
Okay.
The only thing I cast was Hex and Web.
Then let's go ahead and move back to the Siege of Stonefield.
Yep.
It's the beginning of the 4th round of this combat, Zed. And you are up.
Is the assassin dead?
Is the assassin dead?
It looks like it.
That's the assassin, because I had Hex
yes.
on the
Yep.
assassin.
Yes.
Okay, and so we're pretty much looking at these two big giants, right? And
There's
then
one
is
here
this...
as well.
So it's 3. Okay.
There's
Where is
that
the guy?
Douchebag running around.
Is this the guy that put on the crown?
He's right
Or
here.
is
No,
this the guy?
no, he's literally next to us.
Oh.
Yeah.
And have we gotten a notion that he is no longer on our side?
I think he looked at us, but like,
Well, he
that
looked
doesn't
at.
really mean anything.
I don't know. Ash is right next to him. Can I do an insight check? Is he gonna turn on us right now?
You can. Go ahead and make an insight check.
Like, I don't remember if
Okay.
Echo said he said something.
He said something like, "Looks like plans have changed." I think, or something.
That's what he
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. Oh, I'm up here. I didn't see any of that, so that's not going to change my thing.
All
Okay.
3 of you are up there.
23.
Solid roll.
There is a definite hiccup, Ash, as you watch him as he puts the crown on. He is... One moment he's surveying the battlefield, and as he's turning to look toward you and your Brahma, you suddenly see almost his posture changes. You're not sure what that means, but you're pretty sure either he's had a complete change of heart, or maybe he's just received a new order. Maybe someone has just sent him a message. Something is very different than it was a split second ago. There's no evil laugh, if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
It's my turn now.
It is Zed's turn, yes.
I step up to the ledge. I'm
How the
going
fuck
to.
did you roll a 27? Oh, you had a gift of alacrity.
Yeah.
Forgot about
I'm gonna move my hex over to that guy, big old giant man.
This guy? Okay.
Big old giant
Let me
man.
target it.
And you know what I'm about to do.
I have an inkling. Yeah.
Yep. Eldritch Blast.
that.
I was correct. Go ahead and make your spell attacks.
First one is going to be dog poo poo.
Dog
15.
poo-poo.
Did that not come through?
It did not. A 17 hits.
15.
15 hits.
Nice. I'll take it.
Their AC is
Big
14.
boy. 13 or
It's
14?
this, plus a
14.
d6. Oh, that's good. 15 force damage plus a d6 of, I think, X's bludgeoning or no, necrotic.
This
So 15
massive,
force.
the massive frost giant skeleton collapses
Yes.
on the ground.
I do a little peck flex. Ooh, that feels good. And I'm gonna fire at the next one.
Okay.
Oh, 28.
Yeah, that
Almost
hits.
a natty. It's gonna be 7 force damage.
Okay.
Is he able to be moved?
Is he able to be moved? Nah, there's not really. There's walls all around him, and then there's people behind him.
You pushed the Serisian soldiers off the edge because you forced the guy.
Yeah, I'll leave it be. I use 10 feet of movement, and I'm gonna duck on back here. That is my turn. Good.
Okay. Next. It is Undead's turn. Let's see here. I've some dice to roll.
Apt go. Is that it?
This moves up here. This
Probably
moves up here.
should. You know what? Can I say I stay on the edge?
Sure. That's fine.
Got mirror image up. Might as well try to soak some shit.
Okay. This giant is making attacks. Hold on. You watch as the undead giant that you've just slammed looks at you angrily. Zed, and I need you... Oh, hold on. Do the thing. I need you to make a con save for me, Zed.
Oh, he's a Sork. He'll be fine, right?
Probably. But...
21.
Yeah, that's successful. Let's see. You take half. You suddenly feel this terrible chill climb up your spine. You take half of 37 points of cold damage.
And my mirror image doesn't help at all, right?
8.
This is
It's
a
not
save.
yeah.
It's not an attack.
Okay. Gotcha.
All
18.
3 of you say ow at the same time.
Oh.
Ricky, you are taking part in the delightful experience of being attacked with a cleave attack. What's your AC?
I'm at 16 right now with that mithril
Right.
that I
right.
guilt tripped that person into giving me or
The
selling me.
mithril protects you
He
from the
basically
first
said,
one.
I have cancer. And then he was like, fuck, okay, damn.
The mithril protects you. Your AC is 16?
Yeah.
Okay, the second swing does hit you.
Okay.
But the first one misses. Let's see here. You do take 25 points of slashing damage.
Slashing, but I'm raging, so
you are
12.
raging, so it's halved. Yes.
12. Yep. I have to do math.
I do need you to make a strength saving throw as well.
Okay.
So strong.
You get advantage on those, don't you? Because rage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do I?
Yes, you do.
Yep, you get to roll an advantage.
You
Okay.
are hulking out, as they say.
Got it. I don't remember what I'm supposed to push. I'm just gonna roll twice for advantage,
That's fine.
if that's cool.
If you hold shift and click, it should do it.
Thank you. Okay.
Roll twice.
Oh, it asks me. So.
Well, that's great.
That is successful. The
roll.
massive axe of this giant skeleton smashes into you. You manage to shift its blade to the side. Even though it bites into your flesh, you turn, and it does not launch you across the battlements. Okay. You are of no consequence. Ricky, it's your turn.
I am trying to remember from last session. Somebody put something on the Brahma, but has that been taken care of?
No.
All right.
Oh,
there-
that's right. There was like a bomb stuck to, what was it, this one?
Oh, the detonator thing.
Yeah. So even if I have to take an attack of opportunity, Ricky is, because folks are in the Brahma, right? Some of you are in the Brahma.
This is not your Brahma. This is another Brahma.
Someone else's
Your Brahma is
Our
up here.
Brahma's back here.
Oh, okay. That doesn't matter though, because it's still gonna be Serisian soldiers. So what Ricky would do is try and get that thing that's on the Brahma and just throw it. Wait, I'd be smart enough to throw it, I guess, just somewhere over here in the midst of all of these undeads.
As you reach over toward it, I need you to make an intelligence check.
Okay. Try again. I don't know why it doesn't want to roll, but I have a modifier of 2 for intelligence. So
Okay. You have an intelligence of 14? Or 15? Oh, you have a modifier of +1. Okay.
I do. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you rolled a 12. All right. You reach toward this device that the thing placed on it. Because now that you are getting a good look at it, through the rain, you lock your eyes on this object that's sitting just behind the gun of this Brahma. It is maybe about a foot in diameter. It's a rectangular-ish package, almost. It looks like it's made of maybe burlap or tarp. It is wrapped tightly in rope, and you see there are all sorts of these metal flaps all over it. In the middle of it, you see there is what looks like maybe a clock, and it just looks like it's running awfully fast for the sort of watches and clockwork you've seen in the towns. With a 12 in intelligence, you recognize grabbing this thing by one of those metal plates would be a bad idea.
Oh, okay.
But you're in
but
haste, so you pick it up to throw it. I need you to go ahead and roll me just a straight dexterity check.
Okay. Nope. Not good.
Okay, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You have advantage.
Thank
You
you.
do
You
see the
do.
thing happening, so you do have advantage.
Oh, it's right there.
With a 15, that's successful. The DC was 13. As you pick up this device, you are looking at it. You're aware this is dangerous. You try and pick it up in a way that you can throw it, and you feel your right ring finger dink, hit one of those metal plates, and you suddenly hear, and you, like, smoke begins billowing out of the side of this thing. It is not subtle. And in that moment, you know it's about to explode. So I am going to give you a choice, Ricky.
Okay.
You can either commit to throwing it, and your dexterity save doesn't matter, or you can dive away from it, and your dexterity save is a success.
I was gonna say, but if I dive away from it, it stays on the Brahma.
Yes.
Yeah, I will. I'll throw it.
Be
Ricky would
honest,
throw
Ricky.
it.
Okay. You are about to take some damage.
Yeah, but she's gonna
Yeah.
look so good doing it.
You're throwing it away from the Brahma, which means that you can throw it in any
Throw
of...
it at this guy.
Nope. You can throw it
Oh.
this direction.
Throw it at this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'd throw it at the.
Pretty close.
the
Oh,
big-
she's taking
I mean-
damage from this, no matter what.
Yeah.
So,
Big
I mean,
guy.
I'd throw it at the big guy. I know, right?
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to save that Brahma. I know he's the most dangerous. I know
Alright.
I'm gonna take the hit. Yeah.
you are taking
You're so cool,
8d10
Ricky.
points of damage.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Is it at least bludgeoning?
No.
It's
You
a
take
force.
34 points of force damage.
Okay, that's 7.
That doesn't have.
No.
She is not
Yeah,
a
It doesn't
better-
have.
I
So
realized that.
I'm down.
Oh my
You're-
god, but you look
you
so
fall
cool.
unconscious?
We'll
Okay.
get you back up.
Thank
So-
you.
The flavor for this. You reach over to the Brahma where this thing was set onto it. It's questionable. You pick it up, you feel it trigger, and as you throw it, smoke billowing out of your hands, it just leaves your fingertips in the direction of this huge skeleton that just swung at you. And as it does, it just gets maybe 5 feet away from you when this rocking explosion just sounds out in all directions from atop the battlements. You are thrown 15 feet away from the explosion. You threw it this way, so you are launched here. You,
It's not in the water where you drown.
you slam up against the wall, and you are unconscious, Ricky. We will get to that in a minute. This ghoul must make a dex save. This soldier must make a dex save. The ghoul is evaporated. The ghoul rolled a 1. The soldier succeeded. He takes half of... Okay. And the giant skeleton. -1. He rolled a 5.
Yes.
It takes full damage as well. The ground shakes, and all of you are aware of what just happened. You might not have seen it from the beginning, but the shaking sound, and all of you can look over and see Ricky just ragdolling up against the wall and then prone. Okay, Ricky, that was your turn. You're unconscious. It's now the captain's turn. I need to roll a decision. So you heard outside your hatch, and you saw this man say, "It looks like there's been a change of plans." And then, what are you doing at this instant, in between turns? What were you last doing on your turn, and we're about to do, Mr. Cat, in the driver's seat, Ash?
What was I about to do?
Yeah, what were you about to do?
Well, seeing Ricky go down, that would have changed. he was gonna instruct to line up another. Oh, he was gonna line up another shot on this guy, or try to line up another canister for the giants and the captain in the back.
Okay, so you were like climbing up out of your seat to try and line that up. As you're like getting up, oh,
Or
She's
internet
got
drop.
internet dropped.
so Ash, as you are turning to try and line up the gun, the hatch above you opens. And you turn around to see what the hell that was. The captain is looking into your Brahma and he says, "At ease, soldier." And then, as he closes the hatch, boom, an object lands in the seat of the driver's seat where you've just
Did you
left.
just drop a grenade in our tank?
Yes, he did.
At ease my ass, you prick. I'm
Ash,
so not at ease.
Ash and Joe, make a dexterity save.
Ugh.
They're just gonna hear a really quiet boom from
Basically.
the outside. Okay, dirty safe. Sure.
A powder bomb has just been dropped into your tank.
15.
That's successful.
Yeehaw.
Well,
Come on, kitty cat.
Yeehaw.
14.
You got 9 lives.
Ash, that is a failure.
You could
I'll bump it
right?
1.
Yeah.
You bump at 1, you spend an inspiration.
Yep.
Okay, you both succeed. This is not as dangerous as the bomb that was planted on the Brahma, but it's still powerful. So, one moment. You both take half of 24 points of force damage.
Ouch.
Good.
The Brahma
Force?
takes 24 points of force damage, yes.
Are you telling me the Brahma couldn't dodge something that happened in its guts?
Oddly enough, no.
12.
Also, the armor is on the outside, so it doesn't have a chance to. Then, with his second attack, Captain Neath is going to run
God, fucking coward.
this way. Up.
Damn it, I was hoping the corporal would punch him in the face.
He's going to use his climbing speed to get down here. And he throws another black powder bomb.
Guy's the worst.
Well, the soldiers rolled better than you guys did, so that's good.
We didn't really have anywhere to go.
You still had the same save to make. Oh, playing favorites. They take 15 points of force damage. Okay. Then he will spend the rest of his movement, which he has quite a bit, and gets
This
here,
guy.
wading through the battlefield. Okay, it's now the soldiers' turns. This one runs up here. This one is going to move here. This one engages the corporal. This one's going to point. Nope, it's not his turn yet. Sorry, I lied. And dice are to be rolled. Okay. This soldier falls.
Okay.
Zed, you are being targeted. What is your AC?
My AC is 18,
Okay.
but I got stuffs I could do.
He rolled a 16 to hit you, so don't worry about it. Does that delete one of your mirror images?
Not if it doesn't hit, though, right? Let me read the spell.
Please read the
Yeah,
spell.
it has to roll to hit, and then it's roll.
Each time it's creature target attack during the spell's duration, roll to determine whether the attack's instead of If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change. So I have to roll under a 6 for it to not waste my duplicate?
Yep.
Okay. Come on, baby. Low roll, low roll.
But I thought it didn't hit.
It has to... No, it has to hit.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled a 4 anyways.
Okay. Only if it hits does it burn one of your duplicates instead
Gotcha.
of hitting you.
Cool.
Okay. Sorry for that confusion. A corporal gets hit for a bit. Okay. Ouch, kabibbles. Okay. Corporal takes it.
Anytime I'm targeted, by the way.
Well,
So
it didn't
I did
hit
have to roll
anyway.
there. Yeah, yeah.
So it doesn't deal damage to the illusion, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Joe.
Jesus. My choices have changed like multiple
I'm
times.
sure they have. What you gonna do?
Give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna fuck me. Coughing and waving her hand to disperse some of the smoke. She's gonna look at Ash and say, "Fire!" And she's gonna open the hatch, hop out, and curse herself for being stupid, and then sprint. Oop, that is an entire ass Brahma. Can you put me on top or something?
No. Now you
Okay.
can pick you.
I'm just gonna sprint this way. Well, hold on. I wasn't gonna do it in such a way that I could get fucking aggroed by this guy.
By what guy?
This fucker right
There's
here.
a
I wasn't gonna-
wall here. You're jumping over the wall.
Okay. And then the other 15 feet
Okay.
down.
Okay. This is a 10-foot drop. I need you to make a dexterity save.
That's fine.
How high up am I?
23.
You are 20 feet up.
Oh,
From
glad I
this
didn't do what I
platform.
was gonna do. Thanks for saving me on that joke.
You
'cause I would've
succeed, Joe.
jumped.
Great. So she tucks and rolls and ends up where Ricky was Skyrim ragdolled into a wall, and because the only healing spell I have is touch, she's gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay. Heal.
And you heal 14 points.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ricky, your teeth still shattering from the explosion. You open your eyes, and Joe is standing over you.
No, just look up and say thank you.
Yeah, get up. We're not done yet.
Everything still sounds just... You can barely hear what Joe said. You're not deafened.
Oh, you're right.
So.
Okay.
Okay, Joe, any bonus action?
I can't cast a leveled spell as a bonus action because I cast a spell, right?
Correct.
So no.
Okay. Then Ash.
Yeah. This is a situation.
Yes, it is.
It is, but if you fire straight, you can
Okay.
hit this douchebag as well.
Yeah.
Honor Joe's request. If
Need
I
to
die
hit
out
the
here.
captain too. We just need because the captain is gonna revive people. We can deal with Neath in a
What?
minute.
Which captain?
I want
to.
it. Oh.
Like this guy?
Ours or theirs? 'Cause,
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth it
Can I-
hitting this guy.
Can I move the Brahma like over here so I can get maybe a canister line going straight through this giant, Captain Neath, into the captain here?
So like this.
Yeah, you can try that. That's fine.
But up against this other Brahma here.
Well, it's a here.
Crush these
let me-
soldiers while you're at it.
Yeah, they're dead.
You can't. Okay, so you're gonna be switching seats.
It's
So
true, you're the only one in the Brahma.
Yeah, I really wish I could just tell Richard to, or the nondescript Serisian soldier to fire a canister.
they're not. You are the only one in your Brahma.
Okay, well I have to
Fire
hit
straight.
one of them, and I can't move the Brahma. It's either fire or move the Brahma. So I'm gonna just down this 10-foot line. That's a cone. My bad. There's
Douche
a
has it
line.
drawn out.
You want like
Yeah.
a line like this more so you can get Neath? I don't know how that works.
It's a 10-foot line.
It's 10 foot wide, so
Yeah. If,
Yeah. So I can do that, maybe?
Yes, you can do that. It
Okay.
reaches out to I think 120 feet.
All right, so I'm missing the
If
two
you are
giants
loading
that
the
I'm
canister
giving.
shell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to try and get...
Now, Ash, I remind you, you've just been attacked by Captain Neath. You see Neath is wearing the crown.
Yeah.
You are keenly aware of what is happening to him.
Yep.
That's why he's trying to shoot him with a cannon.
Not everybody might be though.
Roll your attack.
Okay, but Corporal totally saw him firebomb us.
You know,
I feel like he would have. You know, he threw
He's right
another
there.
smoke bomb at
He
us.
might get
He
another-
threw 2 smoke bombs at people.
Neith
Fire,
might get
no.
another save. I don't know. Fuck, this is hard. You know, I'm gonna just go with
Commit.
what I want. I'm gonna go with what I was planning to do. I'm just gonna go down this line, and I'm gonna capture four of the zombies, and not Neith.
Okay. Down the line, 4 zombies, the giant, and the captain.
Including this fucker.
Yep.
Okay.
Need to get that guy.
All right.
All right.
You fire the canister
Oh.
shell. Roll damage.
What's the damage?
It's the same damage as the typical
lot.
cannon. It's I believe it's 8d10. Let me check. No, that's a lot. Hang on. Let me look at this fucking thing. 4d10 plus 7.
4d10 plus 7.
I like the 8d10 better.
I know you do. I'm gonna go
Just
ahead
roll
and
a
roll the
crit.
saves here.
That's just roll a crit.
It's a save, not a
Ah.
crit. That's really bad damage.
That ain't great.
It's
3, 8, 2, 3, yeah.
bump
Okay,
it
damn.
louder.
The DC for the save is 15. I believe. Yes. Okay.
Goodbye.
AJ has to join
This
from their
soldier
phone.
succeeded. The giant succeeded. Everyone else failed. So, 23 points of damage halved to this one. To this one.
Hmm.
And then 23 points of damage. Now, as I said before, the canister shell does not... Oh, this guy's dead. The canister shell does not provoke the con save to avoid dismemberment. Oh. I need to roll another one. You hit a target you didn't expect to hit because you don't see him.
Good, fuck 'em.
Yeah. Lots of goodies.
Okay, he takes 23 points of damage.
Is he unstealth?
No, that's not how that works.
Oh.
You do not appear because you took damage.
Oh.
You appear if you cast a spell or make an attack. Okay. The captain, recoiling from getting shot with a canister shell, is going to point. And this giant comes back to life. Wait. Heal, you fuck. Thank you.
Oh, bonus action healing word myself.
Okay. So you do not reload the gun.
Nope.
Noted. And then I'm going to remove the marker for your canister shell. Captain moves here.
I hate this guy so much.
Okay. Next. Back to the top of the order, Zed. Before you go, it is now round 5 of this combat.
Great.
Reinforcements have arrived.
For
On
us?
which side?
Coming down the battlements from the east and west gates, you see
Yes.
Serisian soldiers appear, and they finish their movement here. And here, as they join the combat. Actually, this would be, they'd had 20, so they'd be here. Now, go ahead and go, Zed.
I saw this guy cast the heal on this guy,
He pointed
He
at him.
revived him.
And then he got up. So yeah, I would make that assumption.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the big guy, because
Okay.
he's right up on you. Let's try to get him out. So I thought I said sit the fuck down. And 23.
That hits.
For 11 damage.
Okay. It is still up.
And second shot.
Okay.
Natural 20.
That is a crit.
So, yeah, so that is going to be 22 points of force damage.
All right. Hold on. I need to make a save.
I send it like falling down the stairs too with my repelling blast.
Well, as it falls again, yeah,
Yes.
you can move it another 10 feet.
Yeah, just get out of here.
All right.
And I have a bonus action. 1 second. Un momento. Can't use that. Can't use that. Fuck. I gotta do it. I'm a little hurt, and I'm going to. No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, but
Commit.
no, that's my. I was gonna pop my only healing potion, but I feel like we're gonna need it. I'm gonna take 5 foot, step 5 foot back.
Okay.
Go, go. Oh, that's my turn.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. Okay. These soldiers. This one will action dash. Action dash. Sorry, a lot of units.
Now you're good. You gotta strategically form.
Suddenly, as the reinforcements arrive, all of you hear the volleys of just of gunfire coming from the various battlements to the east and west, the wings of where you are. You watch as shot after shot rains out towards the undead. The volume of fire is almost a relief to hear. You watch as this giant collapses.
Yes.
This soldier collapses. And I think... Oh. That's it. That is that turn. Ricky, you are now alive. Once again, what do you do?
I think... What do I do? I mean, I'm gonna just turn to Joe and say, thanks for that. I'm sorry, I think I'm only helpful if I rush right back in. And then...
Oh, you're gonna waste it, she says as you run off.
Her
Alright,
life?
so all I have is
Yes.
Oh,
All
you're
I have-
gonna waste
My
it.
healing.
all I have are javelins other than so I guess I'll run up on whoever I can see. I'm not sure who I can see around the Brahma, if
You can see
it
both of
is
them.
that guy or this other dude.
You can
Okay,
see both.
I'll go for the first guy I'll go for the first guy I pinged. So I'll run up on him.
Okay. Let's remove this guy
And
just so you can see.
so I'll run up on him. I will rage.
Yes!
And then I will go ahead and swing at him with my great axe.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Nope.
That misses.
I'll just go ahead and swing at the guy again, because now I'm committed.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Boy.
Yeah, dice say no.
You don't got a reroll?
And that's
I do. I have 2. You go ahead, reroll that one.
well, no. No. I'll use mine. I've got one. Yeah, I'll re-roll it.
Oh
I
no,
think
what
I
happened to
have-
our Brahma?
It's fucking gone.
It
It's
moved.
hanging
You
on the top
moved it,
of a
you
pillar.
fuck.
I didn't mean to.
That hits.
There you
Yes.
go.
Eh?
You know what? I'm
Act-
using an inspiration to bump it up one.
For a natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Can we do
Just
that?
because.
It's fair.
You cannot
Yeah.
spend 2 inspirations on one roll.
Okay.
That's right. You rolled. Okay.
Okay.
Damn it. Damn.
I'll,
I
so
tried.
I used my
You did.
inspiration to
The
re-roll
spirit's
that.
there.
I got hyped.
Ugh. This is trash. Okay.
Well, you do hit him.
Trash.
You hit him for 8 points of damage. The
You get-
great axe cleaves into the captain. He doesn't like it.
You get 2 more damage
Yeah.
because the Rajay.
That's true.
Oh,
True,
thank
do
you,
get
yep.
2
10.
damage on top of that.
Okay. Anything else in your turn, Ricky? You bonus action, you moved, you attacked. I think that's it. Okay. It's now the captain's turn. The
Jeremy.
friendly captain. He reaches out. Okay, here's what happens. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh boy.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He animates dead.
How does he know how to do that?
He has a hat that does it for him.
Okay.
I'm glad that we could come to an agreement. He then continues to retreat out of the mess of the battlefield to here. That's his turn. No, he does do that. These undead swarm forward. This one runs here, this one runs here, this one runs here. Okay, that's a lot of dice just rolled. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 hits. This Serisian soldier is nearly killed. This one is wounded.
Guy.
This one is dead. This one is wounded. This Brahma suddenly surges forward, releasing
Yes.
lightning across all of them. I need to make con saves.
Nice.
That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a success. Okay, so these 3 take big old chunk of lightning damage. Keep losing my mouse. A lot of units. Almost done here. Okay. That's 3 dead. This problem will then surge forward to the edge. This Brahma is going to plow. It's going to 10-foot surge. It succeeds. Okay, well, it does take some damage anyway. Then the Brahma will move here, and it will make a cannon attack on the captain at advantage. or at disadvantage. 21 hits. This captain gets shot by this Brahma. The captain succeeds on his con save, but he does take a big old chunk of damage from the cannon being leveled and firing straight into him. His shield is almost blown out of his hands as the cannon shot blasts through his side, removing a big swath of flesh and armor, Ricky, and you are immediately covered in gore, which you weren't before. That's your allies' turn.
Just laugh.
Is he still standing?
Oh, yeah.
God, fuck this guy.
Joe, it's your turn.
Yo. So she's going to bonus action move her hunter's mark from this dead body right here to the fucking captain.
Okay.
And she's going to take 2 shots. The first one's at advantage because eyes on the prize. With my +1 ammunition.
Silvery
You
bullet.
have, you don't have to use that because you're a magic weapon.
What?
You can use it too.
He's
I-
a magic
I-
weapon. Dude.
I'm
Yeah,
magic
Oh,
weapon
I
to
need you to
Okay.
roll me
That's
concentration
true.
for that bomb blowing up in your face, Ash.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, well, we'll
this might
see.
matter. This might matter. Hold on.
DC is, I believe,
I'm
11?
reading. I'm reading spells for my next move.
Yeah, he
DC
took 12 points of
I
damage,
had
so.
to do that.
Okay,
I had
it's still up.
for my hex.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I guess
did
I
it.
don't
My hex
use
suffered.
my magic.
You don't use
Bullets.
magic ammunition, you have a magic gun. Go ahead and roll your attack +1.
Okay, alright, fuck.
+1 attack and damage.
Rifle, there it is.
Natural 20.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
Nice.
damage.
Kaboom. Oof. I do like that.
Okay,
and
so
Hunter's
that's...
mark
Hold
is
on.
2d6.
12 plus 12 is 24.
Plus 2d6.
Plus a d6 plus 6.
Oh, right. So 4 plus, yeah, 10. That was my first shot.
So 34 points of damage.
Joe's pissed.
Ooh.
Okay. In your frustrations, Joe, you raise the weapon, calling your shot as you basically choose him as your target. And as you line it up, there is a moment where this undead captain turns, surveying the field looking for its next target to be revived, and it makes eye contact with you right as you pull the trigger. And, for lack of a better word, the head explodes.
I got it. Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, so she's going to just kind of do that little fist bump, like yes.
The instant
then
that
she's-
happens, I need you to make a perception
great.
check.
Great, great, great. 17.
You see, suddenly, Captain Neath over the body of the giant farther down the bridge suddenly go, "Oh!" as he's holding the crown on his head.
Oh, he was next.
Okay. What do you do?
It's just it was really funny because literally Joe's next thought was to wing him to try to get him in like the ankle so he couldn't keep running. But now that she sees him do that, is she insightful enough to think maybe this connection's broken?
Maybe.
Probably.
I mean, you.
Ash
There's
knows-
definitely a connection.
Ash knows Regal better than Joe does. I just didn't know if she could perceive what was happening as well as he could.
I will say you're not sure what happened, but there is definitely a connection that was just affected by you killing that captain.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Any bigger potatoes around here? This fucker right here. I'm gonna go for him.
Okay.
So she's already used her bonus action, so she can't move her hunter's mark yet. But she'll go up next to this guy. Who is he still hold personed?
Yes, he is.
Oh, and she'll like just pat him on the back and say, "Steady on, soldier." She'll fire at this guy right here.
Okay.
Regular shot. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
What?
I didn't realize that guy was held person.
That's
Don't
why
forget
he's been held person the whole time.
On the edge,
9.
too.
Oh,
It'd be 10. It'd be 10 with magic
yes,
weapon.
It would be 10.
10 damage. Pew!
Let me roll concentration check. Because he is the one focusing on the whole person. That's a 9. Suddenly,
Yes.
he...
Steady on, soldier.
Thanks, miss. As he, like, rolls his shoulders from being stuck, and he raises the rifle for his next turn.
Joe does the cool, like, little hat tip.
You hear the guy mutter, "Oh man, she's so cool."
I know.
That makes
Joe's
sense.
like fuzzy
Happy.
inside.
Okay.
Is this what happiness feels like? Joe thinks to herself.
Anything else on your turn? Any more movement?
That's it.
Okay, Ash.
Okay.
What do you do?
Climbing out of the Brahma, he's gonna. Oh, what's this feature? Does it use my bonus action? Well, hopefully it doesn't.
What is it?
We can all
Feline agility. Nope,
you-
it doesn't.
It's
If
just a thing you
if-
can do if you didn't move.
I have not moved on one of my turns, so I get 60 feet of movement. So on all fours, he's gonna run around. I can't. Where's my token? Please select my token. There we go. He's gonna run around 25. Get a position of sight on Captain Neath. And these soldiers could hear Ash mumbling, "The incompetence of these fucking officers is astounding."
gonna file a formal complaint
And
later.
he's gonna load a special needle of his and fire it at Captain Neath. It
Oh,
is
boy.
it is a paralytic needle. Casting
Just like I
hold.
should have mentioned something about that.
Basically, the flavor is casting hold person on that fuck.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw.
Uh,
huh?
Yep, 17.
He rolled a 3.
Hell yeah.
He is now paralyzed.
The poor
Seeing
guy.
it-
Oh.
Seeing his seeing that it has taken into effect, he's gonna drop down with his remaining 5 feet and just kind of like crouch down behind cover. Is this like a wall?
Yeah, it's
Here.
it's like
Okay.
a 4-foot wall. It's a battlement basically. It's,
All right, he's short. And does that give me full cover?
you can take full cover behind a battlement. That's the point of a battlement.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how short you are.
Bonus action. Do I have a healing potion? I think I have a healing potion.
Yeah, didn't
Nope,
you
I do not.
requisitions one?
I do not. I gave it to you guys because
Well, that was
he can
dumb.
heal himself. Well, that's my turn, and I'm no longer concentrating on magic weapon. So that little attachment to your weapon, Joe, it's gonna
Oh.
like basically just lose its magic and fall off. You see that happen.
Roll me a perception check at disadvantage, Joe.
Oh,
I do the thing, restore balance.
natural one.
Okay, you don't see it.
Oh.
Zed. Oh.
I
It's
don't see shit.
well. He restored balance, so it wouldn't be a disadvantage. But your first roll was an 8, so
Yep.
was the one.
That's
so,
why I just let it go.
Oh. I still
Well,
am checking it
I
off.
appreciate the intent.
Let's see. Anybody else who might be able to see it? No, I don't think so. What's Zed? What's your passive perception?
It's 13.
My passive is so good.
I know, which is why you had a chance.
Aw.
Okay, Zed, it's your turn.
I hex big guy, and I pew pew with my
And,
fingers. Finger guns. That's gonna be a 17.
Yeah, you hit. This guy?
The big guy, yeah. That is 12 points of force damage and 2 points of necrotic.
Okay, so he takes 14 points of damage.
Yep. Second one,
Mm-hmm.
24. 4. 12 points of force damage and 2 points of necrotic.
Okay. Yeah. 14. Again. Lots of damage to this guy.
And I hide behind the battlement.
All right. At the end of your turn, a couple things happen. These soldiers all move up. Making attacks. They are all making rifle attacks on the soldier and the giant. These ones are, so hold on, let me roll those.
Is the corporal like in an epic battle with this guy?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been rolling it on the side. Don't worry about it. He hasn't, they're still fighting.
On the
It's
raid
pretty
stairs.
even.
Ching, ching.
That's why they haven't moved. Okay, 3 hits on this guy. Okay, you watch as this soldier falls. The giant takes more hits, but is still alive. Next. Retaliation. A bunch over here are going to be duking it out. Hold on a second. Okay, and then the other side. Alright, this soldier falls. This zombie falls. This zombie falls. This zombie falls. These soldiers are very hurt. This one moves here. This one moves here. Shots taken. And that's their turn. Okay. Ricky. What do you do?
So I'm not sure if I can make it, but because I assume this giant skeleton is rough terrain, like well half my speed. Yeah, the one right in front of me. What I'd like to do, if I can,
It's
with
difficult
my
terrain.
speed of, okay, so yeah, difficult. Thank you. So I'm not sure if I can quite get to Captain Neath or not, but if I can, I'd like to get to Captain Neath and try and pull Regal.
You will
Off
have to
Captain
action. You'll have to action dash to get to him.
Okay,
Can't vault
so
over him.
No. Nope.
well,
No.
can I run around him? Do I have enough for if?
Either way, you'll have to action dash because the large creature just is big enough that you have to spend all that movement.
Okay, cool. I think it's still worth it. So I'm
It is still
gonna
worth it.
do that.
Okay.
Which means I will drop my rage if I don't get hit. I believe.
Yeah, well, there's this guy. He might gnaw on you a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'd like to do, and be ready for the next round.
Okay. So go ahead and move yourself.
Okay.
You gotta
If you-
press space.
Thank
to
you.
move yourself.
Select your token. So
There you go.
There we go. Thank you.
All right.
They got it.
Ricky, you're right there. Roll me a perception at disadvantage.
Okay.
Riddle's eating his face.
Uh,
Oh,
Never
man.
mind.
You should have done the thing. Because it wouldn't have helped either, because that was
no.
another natural one as the
It would
first
not-
roll.
It would not
Yeah.
have mattered.
Man, we're not good at observing this particular thing.
It is Captain Neath's turn. And someone else's turn.
God, there's some invisible
Seven.
jackass.
17 is the wisdom save at the end of his turn.
It's not the end of his turn yet when this happens. Suddenly revealing himself from invisibility as he takes an action.
Uh-oh.
A person none of you have seen
Ooh, he cute.
has his hand on Neath's shoulder. And he looks at you, Ricky, and he says, "That was a pleasant attempt to watch." And then, as he grips Neath's shoulder, purple energy whoosh, washes through both of them,
No.
and they're gone.
No.
Ricky,
Ah.
counter
I-
spell.
I don't know exactly how reactions work, but I'm raging and have my tail out. Would I be able to use my reaction in that moment or not?
Do you happen to have the feat Mage Slayer?
I do not.
Okay.
Oh,
What sort of reaction are you hoping to make here?
I mean, I assume. So I have run up with the idea that I want to like grab that thing off Neith's head. So if he comes out, says a bad guy creepy thing to me, I would assume that gives me just long enough to try and whip him with my tail.
Whip him with your tail?
Yeah, like if he's reaching out for. Would I be smart enough? Yeah, I think I'd whip at Neith to see if I can knock it off his head.
With your tail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
So you're trying to whip the crown off of Neith's head
Yes.
as
Sure.
this happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are so getting my inspiration.
Roll me an unarmed attack at disadvantage.
Okay.
Can
Can
I
I
give her
do
my
the thing?
inspiration preemptively?
As a reaction? Yeah, you can use the
Yeah.
thing, Zed.
Yeah, straight roll.
Okay.
Fortune of the many. Not fortune of the many.
Okay, well, you're getting my reroll
You have
So
an
I roll
inspiration,
again?
so roll
because
again.
I want this.
Straight roll.
A straight
It's
roll.
just a flat
They were
roll.
both straight rolls. You shouldn't have rolled at a disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay.
There's a straight roll.
20.
20? Flat 20. God, you're so
Uh,
cool.
So
Neith's AC is a 16. I'm
Yeah.
going to allow. Hold on. Calm down. I'm going to allow the big bad a chance to intercept as a reaction.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But fuck him.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, she still got one more reroll?
I do. I think I still have 2 though, because I didn't get to use the other one.
You used one?
I didn't
No,
get to
wait.
use it,
Ricky
No.
used. Yes,
I
yes, you
used
do
the
have
one
two.
I was holding on to.
The big bad rolled a 17.
Yep,
That fails,
Total?
right?
That's a failure.
Yes! Ricky,
So-
you're so fucking cool!
What happens
So-
is this individual
Neith.
vanishes in the dimension door, and behind the purple smoke, Ricky, you see the iron platinum black crown of Regal ting 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 rolling on the ground.
Fuck Neith, though, right?
Ash is gonna
Yeah, no,
continue. Ash is gonna continue concentrating because fuck that guy.
Oh well, it's the end of his turn. He now gets a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
He's just alone with this weird dude. You're like, uh-oh.
What's your
Paralyzed.
DC?
17.
He rolled a 5.
Oh,
Okay. I just wanted to make you say it again. Okay. This individual is
Ricky!
so fucking good.
this guy's dead.
You just bitch smack the crown off his head with
Okay.
your tail.
You roll
so
damage.
Cool.
Just
And all Ricky knows is just like both hands up in the air, right? Like great axe over my head, just like yes.
I think Joe's turned on by that.
I'm a little bit, yeah. Joe was like, holy fuck.
she's so cool.
She's so cool.
I turn around and just give you a thumbs up.
Oh,
still
no.
shooting.
This Brahma makes another cannon attack.
Don't forget to pick up the crown now.
Yeah, well.
Right.
He just thumbs up and starts walking back towards him.
Somebody like takes the crown while she's not looking.
Okay.
This
That
guy's
misses.
now wearing it.
This Brahma is going to surge. There's only one zombie left. It's just going to make a cannon attack. And it misses. Good fucking god. Okay, that's the Brahma's turn. Joe, you're up.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So I think I've gotten a lot of this handled. If I say I got on this wall right here and
Uh-huh.
and went like this way along the wall, would this thing
This is
still
a
be
10-foot
obstructing my
tower.
path?
This is a tower that's
I
10
didn't
feet
see
high.
it
and-
under the guy. I see it. I get it now.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I really want to help Ricky out, but the biggest player on the field right now is this guy, and I would score
You
so many
turn,
points.
you turn and look, and you see that this star soldier has Corporal Canuck on the ropes. Corporal Canuck
wait,
is
that's a
fighting
bad
for his
thing.
life.
Okay, I'm gonna intercept because that'll make me look real good. So, bonus action, move my hunter's mark to this bitch.
Okay.
Since it's my first attack on this guy, I have advantage.
Yep.
I don't have magic weapons, so I'm using my magic ammunition.
Okay.
Yes.
You slam a +1
Look
in.
at
Go
this.
ahead.
Look at this growth.
I rolled a natural 19 for a 29.
Okay.
Oh, for a 30, I guess. Roll damage is 12 points of damage.
Plus hunter's mark.
Right. Points plus 2, 14 points.
Okay.
Second attack, magic ammunition.
Okay.
That roll. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Roll 22 to hit. Damage is 10, so 11 plus hunter's mark
Okay.
is go away. Yes.
Nice.
17 total damage for that.
Okay. Yeah. That soldier, which was basically like looming over Corporal Canuck with its spear like to his neck, suddenly just as these two gunshots slam into its upper back and neck, and it's just nearly collapsed over him.
Damn it.
Any movement?
Yeah, she doesn't want to leave Ricky half crippled by herself, so she's gonna start 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's all I got.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, Joe.
Ash Joe.
Whoever you are.
Perception. Are you kidding me? This is like comedy.
8.
Josh.
Another natural one. That's
well.
so funny.
Don't worry about it. Ash, you're up.
Okay.
Save
Takes a
the
peek,
corporal.
he takes a peek over the wall. He didn't see what happened, and he doesn't see the crown, but he curses that Neath is gone magically. And he looks over at Corporal Canuck, see that he's pretty badly hurt. So he's gonna pump action firebolt into that soldier to try and help out. $27.
Nice.
Yeah. That hits.
All right, 12 points of damage. Fire.
Okay. Still up, but barely.
Motherfuck. Okay.
You remember these guys were particularly hardy.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Shit, he's really low, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Seeing Joe next to Ricky, gonna trust that Joe has her back,
I'll do my best.
and he's gonna load a needle into the same gun and fire at Captain Canuck, and use his last spell slot to healing word.
Okay. He's no longer in single digits. Go ahead and roll your heal.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh man, 6.
Okay.
It helps though. I
It
guess.
does. Heals him a little.
I'm just a little guy, okay? All right. And then I duck back into full cover.
Okay. Nope, he's not here anymore. Zed.
I'm gonna help out the captain. Kaboom. I peek back out. Natural 19.
Okay.
Oh.
Lots of natural 19s.
Well, so
Yeah,
much
lots
12s.
of 19s.
So many 12.
Okay. Well. Zed,
Mhm.
as you target this Eldritch Blast on the last significant enemy on the field, how do you want to do this?
So he gets shot again, and he goes to raise his spear back up to the captain to go stab down on it, and all you see is just through his arm where I'm gonna say I put both into him. First off, his arm right at the shoulder, Eldritch Blast hits, arm comes flying off, and then second one hits him in the chest. He goes flying down the stairs, hole in his chest.
As he is slain and he tumbles down the stairs, landing in a heap at the ground, Corporal Canuck is just... Thanks! And as...
Always up for a promotion.
As that happens...
Well, so is Joe, but she didn't say it out loud.
The
Shoot,
last
shot.
remaining zombies are handled by the Serisian soldiers.
Neath is so dead, guys.
Hey,
This
hell yeah.
zombie, which no one has shot yet because it hasn't moved and shown itself as a threat. As you're approaching it, Joe, you see that its chest is covered in red glowing symbols.
Oh no. Is this a Bombi zombie?
I don't know.
Can I... Can Joe make an insight? Is this dangerous?
It isn't moving, and as you look at it, it's looking at you.
Looked at him.
And it looked at you. Go ahead and roll me an insight.
Just reference R. Kelly.
I don't know. 20.
Trapped in the closet reference.
Yes.
You get the impression this zombie, this ghoul, serves a purpose. And as it's watching you, its eyes look awfully clear for a ghoul's eyes.
Ricky, help me push this thing off the bridge. I'm not strong enough to do myself.
I'm like, I look at Regal and I look at it and I look back at Regal. I
Well,
just
get
like
that
shake my
thing
head.
first.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, grab that thing first. Fuck, I'm gonna try to push this bitch off the bridge. 'cause
Roll me
it's
athletics.
Creeping me out. It's creeping me out. This isn't gonna go well. Oh, it goed okay. 16.
It doesn't resist, and you shove it off the bridge.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
It just...
This is like spyware. Okay, never mind. You got it? Do you have the thing? You know, she does like the
This
crown
thing's
symbol
dead.
over
Why is
her
it still
head.
here? Sorry.
yeah, if I have free movement, I'm gonna run and just dive on Regal.
Yeah, we're no longer initiative.
Okay. Yeah, I've run immediately and dove on Regal.
As you dive onto the crown, you hear in your mind, "Oh, well, I've missed you too."
Yeah, I'm just like, hiya.
Fuck.
That guy was doing some pretty funny things with you on his head.
Unfortunately, yes. What are you doing,
I'm
Ash?
sticking with Ricky and Regal. I'm just saying.
Ash is gonna run up to Ricky, seeing that she's very hurt, and are you all right? Both of you, are you okay? Any
You
injuries?
know.
As Ricky stands up, Ash, you see Regal.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah, I think you better. I know you and Regal kind of get. Maybe you should take Regal. She
Sure.
doesn't seem to.
You
or they-
suddenly
excuse me,
feel
they don't
your
seem to
hold
care.
person spell end.
Oh,
Dude is so fucking
It's
dead.
so toast.
Was it a time limit thing? Like, did he think it naturally came to a conclusion?
No.
Oh, he's dead.
Either he's saved or he is no longer a target.
Auto crits.
Oh shit.
Get the fuck off
All
this
right.
bridge.
Yup. Ash will take Regal, and as we're heading back to regroup, he's going to mentally. Hey, what the fuck happened?
As the corporal, who is still recovering from his nearly grievous wounds, like stands up, he he looks at you and says, "Thank you," and he like moves his hands and says, "Get all these bodies grouped up. We gotta burn them all." And then he looks at you and says, "You want to explain?" He's like looking at the crown in your hands, and he says,
Let me
What?
stop you right there. Do you want to explain why one of our superiors just went AWOL on us and tried bombed one of our Brahmas and then a couple of our soldiers.
It's above my pay grade, but my guess is mind control.
My guess is he was incompetent and couldn't effectively use the crown.
The corporal just looks at you. Above my pay grade. He doesn't pay me for my opinions on what he does.
Don't forget it in the report, though.
You don't have to worry about that.
We'll kind of just help him up and all that.
We have to assume Captain Neath is dead, captured, something.
If we don't find his body here, aye, that's the assumption. As you watch as the other soldiers begin to just haul the bodies of both soldiers and zombies alike into piles.
So I kind of want to flavor that the concentrating on hold person is like he has a little beacon in that needle, and he has a little contraption that kind of shows him if it's either being held or not. So he looks down and he sees that it's no longer like the whole person is done. Well, he either is resisted the paralytic that I injected to him, or he's dead. That is one of two things that can happen right now. That did happen.
We can unpack that later. In the meantime, we need to get this gate resecured and get all these handled.
Of course.
And as he says that, the Siege of Stonefield is over. So, I'm going to bring this back. Pull you off of the siege map. And as you all watch as these soldiers are tending to the undead and the dead, you see that the dead Serisian soldiers are being brought to a different pile than the undead that all of you have just fought. Each soldier is, well, their information is looked at, passed along. Any immediate effects that look as though they're still usable are passed on towards the nest, as well as any armor that's still intact. And then each Serisian soldier is staked and burned, the same as anybody else. It's dark, but you've all seen it before. While that happens... go ahead.
I say Zed spends the entire time helping out with the bodies, just as any other soldier would, helping get up anybody who's hurt, throw the bodies, anything like that. Just Common's man shoulder, or are we doing something?
Well, go ahead and roll me an insight check, Zed.
Okay. 15.
The soldiers that you've known a lot of people, right? You've talked with a lot of people. And unfortunately, a lot of these fallen Serisian soldiers you knew. The ones that are helping you, many of them look like they were new blood, greenhorns. Though the few veterans are there, the veterans look as though they've seen this countless times. This is just more work. The fresh blood. Some of them are not taking this well. There's a lot of comments from the veterans who are saying, good thing it's raining, as greenhorns are vomiting over the walls as they need to step away from what is happening.
I'm going to try to give any of these greenhorns any kind of smile and face and any kind of insight of, like, positivity that they made it, you know? Just kind of lift his spirits as best as I can, being somebody who's seen this quite often.
Okay. Roll me a straight charisma roll.
I interject while he's doing this.
What do you do?
Joe is helping with the bodies, but she's not doing the whole charisma thing that Zed is doing, trying to make people feel better. She's just stone-faced working because this is what she knows.
Okay. then you don't have to roll anything.
Yeah, she's just
16.
Sure. With a 16, you get a lot of the greenhorns that are handling this poorly. Maybe they were trained straight out of Silver's Reach, and they haven't seen this. They've been sheltered behind the walls in the Silver Twins, and they haven't had to deal with hordes of undead and allies coming back to life to fight them. But with a 16, there is a resolve that builds in them from your assistance.
Cool.
You make it a little
Yeah,
easier.
he's not trying to make anybody laugh or smile. He just trying to get them through it.
Yeah. The attitude helps.
Nice.
Ricky, what are you doing while this happens?
I think I would be helping with the bodies as well, but almost like detached, like just taking orders. No, I don't. I think Ricky would be like extremely withdrawn into myself.
Okay. As you have done this before, maybe not this exact thing. I don't know if Ricky would have been part of a siege, of actually protecting a fortress or a fortified location from an onslaught like this. I'm going to ask Ricky to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
An 18. Success. You manage to separate yourself sufficiently so that you don't lose control or have any bad memories while
Yeah.
this goes down. Ash.
Well, he is going to do his job. He's going to first tend to his team. Any healing that needs to be done. He's not going to heal himself until the very last person, but he's going to also allow himself to, or he's going to treat all other Serisian soldiers that helped out. Anybody that needs any healing. He's basically going to set up a little station here at the wall.
Okay. You can provide assistance to anyone you like, and I see you posted a note that you healed 15 to Joe, 23 to Ricky,
thank
and
you.
11 to Zed.
Yep.
I'm back to full.
Thank you.
You're a good kitty. She'll pat you on the head.
And then I guess a general 24 to anybody, any of the Serisian soldiers.
As you are dealing with this, all four of you suddenly hear Regal's voice in your head. And she says, "Well, I suppose it's become clear to you all that I am popular. Your adversaries have learned of my existence. I don't know how. Do any of you have any ideas?"
Before we answer any of these questions, you want to tell us what the hell happened there? With Captain kind of going crazy on us while wearing you?
Hartherbrook
Yes.
Neath was contested. He chose to use me, and he attempted to sever the connections to the undead. Whoever it was that was controlling them. He failed to do so, and he failed so spectacularly that the one controlling them took control of him as well.
Ash has worn Regal before. Does this make sense?
Yeah. You can roll me a history or an arcana check to see if you can understand the exact mechanics, but off the cuff, yes.
Okay, 27 for history.
You know exactly how it happened. With the 27, you remember with how you were controlling and handling Regal. Regal could reach out in an attempt to take over an undead, but you know that also leaves you open to whoever it is that's controlling them, and it is a straight battle of wills. And it's clear to you, Captain Neath lost that battle spectacularly.
Wonderful.
Whether it was he was distracted or the other adversary was just really well prepared. You don't
I
know.
see. If Zed is nearby, then Ash would look to Zed. It was the captain's incompetency. He could not handle being contested.
Yeah, go figure. You guy probably bought his way into the position.
I believe there is an old saying from when I was alive. If you don't want a fight, don't start a fight.
Don't talk no shit, won't be no shit.
Where I'm from, they say, fuck around, find out.
I suppose, but I do see how it aligns. I have a question for you all then. Now that I am back in your possession, do you intend to return me to the hands of your superiors once more?
Clearly they can't handle you.
Well, the allure of using me was too much for the captain.
Do we show it off to Corporal Kanuke afterwards? I mean, he might think it's just gone.
He didn't comment on it. He doesn't see you holding it. At the moment, he
looks
was
at
just
Ash.
fucking grateful that you saved his life.
Mm-hmm.
As Corporal once told me, it's a little bit over my pay grade. But if I was to have to comment on it, if we do have to give it back, we're gonna have some words with the superiors.
I just think that's a waste of time.
You know what happens if we get caught with this, and not telling them that we have it?
Then I guess we won't get caught, will we?
As far as they know, it left with Captain Neath.
You ready to, take any consequence that comes with it if we do?
If we're using it for
Whatever.
good, and I don't see a
Doesn't
problem
matter
with
what-
it.
Doesn't matter what we're using it for. I asked you, are you ready to take any consequences that come with us hiding this?
I'm willing to do what
Whether
it
it be
takes.
Treason.
I need a
Execution.
perception check from Joe.
Oh boy. Perception is a 3 for a 10 total. I
Okay.
just she's really distracted today, I guess.
Okay, so what
Great.
you don't notice, and suddenly all of you see, you all hear, and Zed, you hear it the most, just this.
What?
And as you turn to look and see what it was, Zed, you watch as a shadow, which was reaching from the ground up to claw at your spine, collapses. And standing behind it, wearing clean clothes and fine leathers, probably recycled, is the halfling, Aaron.
Yeah.
Comes back full circle, huh?
She, is pulling the dagger out as the shadow recoils into a pile of ectoplasm, and she looks up at you and says, I felt I owed you a favor.
It looks like we're even then, huh?
Better get paid.
Well, I enjoyed the baths. I enjoyed having a little bit of time to think. But I don't want to sit idly by. So I heard the fighting and I was coming to see what happened when, well, you almost got.
Glad you changed your mind. Oh man.
She slides this wicked dagger that you've... Ash, roll me a history check.
Hold on.
I'm kind of just rubbing on her shoulder like, God damn, good to see you.
Natural 20.
You fucking... Okay. You recognize the dagger as a magic one. It is a vicious dagger.
Oh.
That is a powerful weapon.
She's like
Where
sliding
did you
it
get
back
that?
into her belt, and she says, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Okay, neither do I then.
She probably got it with, all that gold that she randomly came into. Why not?
Sure.
See?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go with that.
The simple story is usually the correct one.
Mm-hmm. And gives a little wink to her.
She
Oh.
smirks. She says, "Well, look, y'all did me a good turn, and I don't want to sit idly by on the sidelines. So I was hoping I could come along."
Are you enlisting?
She tilts her lapel, and you see voluntary recruit.
Oh, Joe's gonna kind of scruffle her hair. Look at you,
Stop.
little
Stop it.
soldier.
I'll kill you.
I think you would. That's what makes you worth it. She's gonna just lightly punch her on the shoulder.
Ugh.
I said
What
lightly.
she's trying to say is, we'd be honored to have you.
Is that not what I said? Like,
In normal.
I said
people
that.
terms. Yeah,
okay. Well, that's what I meant.
I got you. I'm just.
I don't want to take up
clear
space in
there.
your tin can if you're not okay with it, though.
I'll start the paperwork right away, and get it to the corporal.
I mean, we still
sure
got the
you're on
glove
the team.
box. And you fit right perfect in it.
But my
She
snacks are in
scowls at you.
Your snacks are in there. We'll find a different spot, Ash.
No,
I think a gunner seat just opened up recently.
we do need a gunner.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It is.
It's like a knife, but like not at all, because it's like a gun, but like also not quite, because it's like a cannon, which is a much bigger gun, and not at
Okay.
all like a knife.
I forgot
Am
how
I
much getting
explaining
used
this
to
right?
you take.
Doing great, Joe.
I think
Just
I
keep
took
going.
psychic damage from that.
Oh,
Just a little more detail next time,
okay.
Really get into it.
Well, finishing our conversation, I think a vote for this would be good for us. As far as we
Back to-
know,
For me?
myself,
No, you're fine.
No,
We're talking
oh,
about this.
No, you're
it's
good.
a
That's
completely other
unanimous.
matter. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
All right.
as far as I know, the people that can use it are myself, you, Zed, and you, Joe. So,
Last resort for me
When-
personally.
when the time comes, we have it in our bag of holding.
I'm gonna
Whoever
ask
can
you
reach it first.
one
Are
more
y'all
time.
still talking about that fucking tiara or whatever?
We're keeping that on the down low, Aaron.
Oh, I didn't hear
Let me
nothing.
just ask. Yep. Let me just ask you one more time. I just really want this to resonate. Are y'all, all of us, ready to deal with the consequences if it comes to that? Because what
Yes.
you're asking is treason. You know how they punish treason.
They lost it. We're
I'm not talking
doing
about
good.
technicalities, Joe. I'm asking you a simple question that you were
I already
dodging around.
said. When did I dodge? I said yes 30 seconds ago.
And you're justified. As long as you're okay with that, I'm not gonna stop you all. It's not what I want to do. But we are a unit. If this
I'm
is what
okay
you-
with it.
This is what you all truly believe is the correct thing to do. I will follow suit. Just be prepared if it comes to it.
Ricky will kind of look out at like the smoke from the fires
Yeah.
that are burning right now, and then look back at you, Zed, and say, "This has been going on for so long. I've never really understood who's making the right decisions, but you all have kept me alive, and it's really important to me that you all stay alive too. So if this is gonna help us, I'm okay with it."
Okay.
They will.
I'll get behind the team.
I found. I hope this lightens the mood a little. I found a little treat for all of y'all. And she slings out of her pack, and then pulls out a little black satchel bag, and just plops it on the ground in front of you.
Okay.
What do we got here?
You open it up.
Yeah. I'm gonna
There are
open it up.
5 powder bombs in it.
Oh, I was just kidding.
Ooh. Love to see you doing
I
great
do
already.
like to see.
So now I said I'm gonna hand it over to Ash.
When
Put
I
them
put
somewhere safe.
when I put my name on the charter, this was just sitting there, so
Mhm.
I misappropriated it.
I
let's use the
like this
word-
girl.
Requisition. Yeah.
Right, right.
Ricky's gonna look at him and then look at Aaron and say, "So, like, how long does it take for this to explode?"
I don't know. I just found him. They didn't have a
Okay.
manual or nothing, and he wasn't
Would
looking.
that-
So
Would Ash know?
I'm gonna let
You
you,
would
all
know,
test
yes.
it first.
Can
they
I just tell-
basically they take 6
Okay.
seconds to explode.
Is this a smoke grenade?
No.
Ash tells
Powder bomb.
Ricky. Ash tells Ricky that about 6 seconds.
Each one
Explode.
deals 8d6 force damage in a
Nice.
10-foot radius.
Very
Okay,
nice.
hold on. I had
It's a
a...
little mini fire.
We all get one, right?
I'm not going. Well, actually, I guess I'll take.
I mean, you got the bag.
Selfishly,
bag
as
of
a
hold.
melee fighter, I will take a couple just to give me anything to do.
I'll give
I'll
her
take
a
one.
one.
Oh, I
have
don't. I have
What
to
kind of
get
damage
healed.
was it?
Force.
86 force.
Force.
You said powder. Is it in the?
This
It's
is
not.
an Amaranth special.
It's not in.
Which means you didn't make it.
No, it has not been made yet.
Okay, that was a question.
Okay.
I will make it shortly.
Yeah, Ricky could have mine.
They're very simple.
just want
You
one.
know how to use them. They are built with an. Basically, they have a pull string on top. You yank it hard enough that it lights the flare, and then you don't hold it for 6 seconds.
Is there a range you could throw it?
You can throw it the same range as you can a dagger.
Okay, so
They're not that
20.
heavy.
Okay.
That would be a lovely thing
Powder.
to have when you go down, get healed for 14 points, and then have to run right back in melee.
It does take a.
Powder.
It does
all you
take
can
an
do.
action.
Life.
You take an action to trigger and throw.
Okay.
Powder bomba. Got it.
Oh, I don't know if the rest of y'all saw this. I know Ricky did. There was a ghoul on the bridge that was just standing there, didn't attack me or nothing. But it had like red marks on it. It was just staring at me.
Yeah, I watched it. Joe was able to push it off the bridge without any help from me.
Yeah, it'll
Good
just
night.
let me do it, and I think there was like some sort of surveillance going on. That was my best guess. I did not stick around to find out.
Okay, Arcana that.
Sure.
Can I try to recall what the symbols
15.
were?
If you
I
try
was-
and convey them, roll me a history
Can I
check.
draw them in the dirt?
With a good history check, yes.
I was gonna assist
Oh,
Zed with
yes!
Arcana roll.
Oh, really good.
With a 20,
I rolled a dirty 20.
you remember the markings vividly. They were glowing red, and you draw them on the ground.
I used my tail.
Does that give me advantage?
No, you just know.
Okay.
With 15
So-
Arcana, you recognize the draconic symbols for the clairvoyance spell.
Hmm.
Someone
Yeah.
was looking through the eyes of that zombie.
Shit, I wasn't wearing a mask.
Most likely a commander warging through. Keeping an eye on the battle.
Base is gonna be on the dark web now. Should we
Is that
we
like a
can tell-
black spider's web or something?
Yeah, it's real
Yep.
fucked up. Don't go there. So should we can at least tell the remaining command that much information, can't we?
Yeah. With that being
Oh,
said,
and that guy who walked, I only saw him from a distance, but he tried to take Neath, and then he did. But you know, Ricky did the hottest thing I've seen in a hot minute, and you know, you saw it, and she kind of like wags her tail.
Yeah.
But right, so there was this guy. We should tell them about that, and he took Neath, which is probably helpful information.
To the DM, what I heard him speak, was that accent strange sounding?
It
Like, did
wasn't
that not?
Serisian.
Okay. So yeah, and he said something, and all I remember is it sounded. It didn't sound like he was from here. Didn't sound like
Can
he
you
was
do
from
an
around here.
approximation? Maybe one of us has heard it before.
Before we dig our heels down on this, keeping it.
We've already voted,
Ash, are
man.
you? No, hold up. Cover our bases. I'm not getting caught up on over some minor details here. Ash, are you positive that Captain is dead?
Not positive, but
Okay.
most
What,
likely.
hap- what happens if he lives and comes back and says that we're the ones who took it off his head?
The fucker who tried to kill his own soldiers. His word is not gospel.
The way
Still
that
superior.
I understand how Regal works is that he was contested when he put the crown on, and he lost. So he was mind controlled.
He was contested. You hear Regal in your mind, all of you suddenly say, no, he was contested when he attempted to sever the control. Wearing me is no danger. It's when you reach out, you open yourself up to others.
Stare
So-
into the void can stare back.
Okay.
Point I'm trying
So
to make is if he is alive, even if it's a slight chance, he comes back and knows that Ricky knocked the crown off him. We're the last ones with it.
There are two important points to that. One, you're being a fucking Debbie Downer. And the second point is that he was controlled. Whatever he says cannot be taken as truth.
if it
Okay.
matters, I am open to possibly trying to convince the corporal again to let us take it out for a test run.
He said it was above his pay grade, which means he'd have to defer to somebody else. And I prefer the devil, you know.
However, he is now the commanding officer here in Stonefield. He has to make all the decisions with the captain gone.
Is that line of command, Echo?
Yeah, Captain Neath was the commanding officer here.
Okay. Also, what is the punishment for treason?
Front lines.
To be
Oh.
put in the front lines? We're already there.
They're not going to kill you. They need
Oh,
all
okay.
the men they can get.
Cool. I thought it was death.
No.
Cool. Alright. You know what? Fuck it. I'm down.
That's what I like to hear.
Or-
You know, in character, the punishment for treason or like dire AWOL is you are sent to the grinder, which means you are basically sent to sure death, but it's not a guarantee you could survive.
Okay.
I can't afford losing more
So-
bodies.
What option are we taking here? Are we going to tell the corporal, since he is now the commanding officer, or are we just going to keep it quiet?
My daddy always told me that you ask for forgiveness, not permission. We lay our cards out to this corporal, and he says no, then he knows we have it.
My daddy had the same school of thought.
And that's why I knew I liked you. The point is, worst thing that they can do is put us on the front lines. We're basically already there. If they figure out we have it, we say we've been using it for good, which is true.
I don't know. Well, Zed, what do you think? What's your thoughts?
My thoughts is I like doing good for humanity, for our people, right? The best way for me to do that is to be a part of the army, the Serisian Guard. Me getting put on the front lines is not doing justice for what I could do to help. So I like to keep the people around me safe. The best way for me to do that is to be here and have some form of say in the missions I take and what we do. I do not want to. Look, I'm not somebody who follows the rules at all times, but I also don't want to get on the bad side of the superiors.
It is as you're having this conversation that you hear the footsteps of approaching soldiers. You're within the gates. You're in the actual city proper, and as you are waiting, you see maybe 9 or 10 Serisian soldiers and Corporal Canuck are making their way in. And he sees you and your Brahma, and he says, Razgar's Revenge, can I have a conversation with you all real quick? And then he looks at Aaron and says, What?
He's
Who are
new.
you?
Voluntary recruit.
We'll get the paperwork done, but
Good enough.
she's with us now.
It's fine, whatever. Look, there's no sign of any more conflict or turbulence on the horizon. That being said, I need y'all to stay within the city for the next week in case there is a second wave. Also, we don't really have as many men to man the walls anymore, so if you don't mind, we'll need you out on guard duty.
Of course.
Your Brahma, Razgar's Revenge, is going to be needed for fortification, at least until we can get reinforcements from HQ.
Yeah, Captain kind of dropped a grenade inside. If you could have somebody fix it up a little bit in there, anything you could do to help
Yeah, just bring it into the nest, we'll get it patched up.
Appreciate
it's-
it.
I guess my word is law now, so I got to deal with all this bullshit. Go ahead and seat yourselves up for some R&R to recover from that shit. You all have morning to afternoon guard duty if you can handle that schedule.
You can put me on double duty if need be for low. You just let us know what you need out of us.
It's not
and we'll be here for
necessary. I
you.
need you fresh.
Gotcha.
Anything else?
Any kind of advice or anything we could do to assist you in your new position, you let us know.
Well,
Okay, boss?
if you got any fucking key words of advice with Captain Neath out of the picture, I'll take them. In the meantime, stay frosty. And he just kind of gestures and they begin making their way towards the nest.
Cool.
Well, that was quick.
That was easier than I thought. Not even a question.
Guess it's
Dang,
like you
so-
said. They think they got the
Yep.
thingy.
Mm-hmm. God, the
Huh?
incompetence in some people is unfucking believable.
Right, you want it to be back in their hands.
So we're not telling them.
You already know my opinion.
You'd be volunteering
didn't-
information at this point.
Yep.
And I don't
Understood.
like to do that, but it's not really my call.
You're not wrong.
Well then. I am spent.
Get some well-deserved rest. Maybe a hot meal.
I perk up at that.
Dog ears go up.
Do you return to the military
The red
sponsored?
Mail.
Yeah. Do you return to the Red Mail, or do you find a nicer place?
Nah, I got a room there.
Okay.
Settling in.
Yeah. First
Nice.
round's on me.
Won't say no to that.
You don't have to say that twice.
That's the wrong song. Sorry. Hold on.
So glad I didn't eat my only health potion. I am broke.
As you all make your way into the stone fields proper, you see there are a lot of people, a lot of civilians, that are basically out on their porches with guns in hand, looking nervous. But as they see your Brahma making its way towards the nest, everyone seems to be maybe a little cheered. The town has survived another siege. And you guys helped. They see you as heroes again. As you make your way towards the Red Mail, let me go ahead and pull up the splash. Wherever it went. There we go.
Yeah.
It's busy with many other soldiers that have survived the siege or are on R&R themselves. Well, they've all. The siege was, everybody was there. But in this case, as you make your way in, you get a lot of salutes. Everyone seems to be pleased to see you. A barman approaches you all and says, "Thank you all for your assistance today. How can we make the rest of the day a little bit smoother?
Booze.
How much
Something
and what
hot.
kind?
Something strong. Whiskey. All
You
around.
want hot whiskey?
Nope. Hot food.
Sorry, I got
Please.
lost in your. Okay, sure. Man, he's so cool. And as he goes behind the counter,
I see the way his chest hair curls neatly
Can
out his shirt.
Actually, can we start with maybe a shot of cinnamon whiskey?
Oh yeah, a little
so
fireball.
you do want hot whiskey? All right, no problem. You all eating and drinking for free on the house tonight.
Yeehaw.
And
Give him a
as
nice little tip.
I tip him 10 gold.
Jesus.
Oh my god, that didn't mean that nice.
yeah, as he brings out like the platter of shots in the bottle that he sets on the table, he looks down at the gold and he says, "Are you sure?
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks. That's my rent for 2 months." And he puts it away.
Jesus. Okay.
Good
That's my
job,
weekly
Ash.
pay. Yeah, jeez. How much they paying you?
He's
For waitering?
technically outranked.
No. I was asking Ash.
Oh. sorry. And he goes.
All I
off.
see is 155 gold. So, okay.
Typically, 5 gold a week is what you guys make. So 10 gold tip is pretty huge.
2 weeks' wages.
Okay. Seeming to be enjoying this hero's welcome, even though she didn't do anything. Erin is at the table, just like happily
Yeah, she's our
knocking back
mini-me.
shots. As she's a little bit drunk, she says, "Do y'all want me to go see whose pockets are a little loose?"
Maybe not
He's-
where we shit. I mean, where we eat,
Of
you
course
don't
not
shit.
here. It's still early
Do
in the
me a
day.
favor.
It's only like 3 o'clock. I can go see what's around the town.
Do me a favor. Anybody but the guard.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Hmm?
Maybe we should take a little step back, kind of look at the bigger picture, which was if she puts her hands on Aaron's shoulder, turning your life around.
Right. What, now?
Old habits die hard. I get that better than most, but you're flush, so you're picking for sport now, aren't you?
I was more picking for y'all so's we could get better equipment and such.
Well, I appreciate that, but we can make our own money and we can do it without hurting people.
Joe,
So-
what'd you just say to me a little bit a while ago? Don't be a Debbie Downer. Let the girl have some fun. She ain't getting caught.
Well,
This is we flip-flopped on issues, and I feel like I'm still the moral one.
well, if I'm not loosening pockets, what we doing for fun?
Drinking, talking, dancing.
I could show you a few cool things in my bag.
That's a weird way to say that. You coming on to me, little cat man?
No, not at all.
I actually have a question for you, Aaron.
Yeah?
What's your tap?
I don't know if we
Little
should
cat
talk
man?
about that for working together.
I really see no issue.
You were pretty shitty to me out on the road, if I recall.
I get told that. I hope your
I've seen
opinion
it.
has improved somewhat.
It has. We'll see.
Mhm.
At least you know she's genuine.
That's
She
true.
really means it.
She doesn't really hide anything behind bullshit, does she?
Nope.
Wouldn't
Get
have
what you
tried.
Ricky's been like throwing it back and just in the middle of all of this will just be like, you get used to it.
So when are you gonna cook again? Because I do miss that.
Well, I don't. Throwing it back. I don't know if I should cook right now. But
Well, that would be a little weird. Just walk in the kitchen and be like, "Hey, scoot over." I don't know if that would
I
go
have
over too
friends
well.
back there. I have friends in the kitchen. I
His
could
name
do
is
that.
Gourmet.
Should I go
She
do
told
that?
us.
Y'all been here what? 3 days? You were quick.
It's important to know where your food comes from.
All right, I didn't mean to assume.
Aaron, we found our own brands of fun around here. For Ricky, it's going into the chef's kitchen and making food herself and making friends with other chefs and toward other. It's really food based.
Well, my old
The
brand of fun.
rose. Did you not taste the rose? And I'm like pounding my fist.
I think so. After he told me.
Well, my old brand of fun got me locked up in a town that got raided by ghouls, so perhaps
Well,
I
let's
should
find you a
take-
new hobby.
That's what I was getting at. Yeah. Do y'all play cards?
Let's tell.
Yeah.
You see, she
What
like
about,
has to like rein it in a little bit as she like pulls out a deck of cards and she says, "Do y'all have a deck of cards?" And she puts it away.
Is yours special?
That's a word.
No dealing from the bottom.
It's doctored. So
was
as I
also
win
listening-
all the time.
I don't have. I don't have cards on me.
I'm sure we can dig some up.
Mm.
Or we could play with mine.
As for, can I make a set of cards
It's a
with
tool,
right
yeah,
tool for
you
the?
can.
Yeah. Okay.
Does it take you an hour?
Just an hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna start making a deck of cards.
He starts like cutting up napkins, and
Yeah.
drawing the symbols on them.
There's gotta be a
No,
faster way.
Oh, there certainly is, but these are going to be personalized and cool.
You're making them.
Aaron,
Yeah?
how about I show you how to shoot?
Okay.
I got a little baby gun right here. Just
It's
for
a
that.
full-size revolving pistol. Just a little baby gun.
No, it's a pepper box.
That's a
Is that what
full.
we're talking
That's
about? Yeah.
yes.
I got a little baby gun for you.
She looks at it. Oh, she like picks it up and like, it's got 6 barrels. Like it's not.
This is the one my daddy taught me on when I was about 4. So, well, it's not the same gun, obviously, but same model.
Okay. She's. All right. It's just like a hand crossbow, but like 3 times as heavy, and it spins, and there's no string.
And you feel way hotter when you headshot a motherfucker.
I guess.
Sorry, I'm working through some stuff.
Apparently so. You want to teach Aaron to use a pistol?
I'll take her outside for an hour while I
Well,
just make
he's
some
making
cards.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
that's
set up
happening.
some bottles on like a fence post.
How smelly is it right now in this? Just
How
like
smelly.
It
Yeah.
smells of burning incense. It smells of ale. It smells of cooking pork.
Okay.
It smells of stale beer, and it smells of body sweat. So there's a whole blend of things in
a
here.
mixture. Yeah. Okay.
It does smell better than you would expect it to. You imagine there's a lot of prestidigitation going on in here.
Ah, I see. Okay.
How about this?
Fair enough.
I'm a little late to be joining the crew. I don't know much about you. Over this card game, let's get to know each other a little bit. Tell us something about your past.
We can play
Maybe
what the
stuff
fuck is
some-
up with that.
We could.
An old
Sure.
amaranth game.
That's
told
where it
by
originated.
Many adventures.
Yes, we should totally do that.
So, we'll just skip ahead a little bit. A couple hours later, you guys are in the middle of your card game. Drinks are being enjoyed.
Can I roll to see how good I teach her in that little stint that I
It's
had her
just
shoot?
an hour. She doesn't gain proficiency or nothing like that.
Sure,
but you can
but
go
like
ahead.
maybe building blocks.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me. So, Roll me a wisdom plus just a straight wisdom roll.
Okay. Natural 19. 22.
You're a good teacher,
What
which
I
is
do.
alarming. I don't think anybody expected this. Joe
No.
She
is-
gets guns.
Joe is very good at describing the mechanics of a firearm and how to use the revolving pistol. If Erin Line finds herself in a situation where she's trying to use a revolving pistol, she does not have proficiency, but she can roll the intelligence check without disadvantage.
Joe also sprinkles in random thaumaturgies to like make like a loud clapping noise to scare her, so she can fire under pressure.
Okay, yeah, that definitely reflects a 22. You do a good
Yeah.
job of teaching her.
When you're
How do
in
you-
a life or death situation, you need to just tone it all out and then focus
We're in
on
an
the
alley.
kill.
Why are you so intense?
Boom.
Holy shit.
You stand in front of her, curve the bullet. Just
This is how my daddy taught me.
Your daddy needs to
lie.
take a break.
I'm a little
He's
wow. Jesus
retired.
Christ.
Okay, we'll go back in. Sit down for
Okay.
cards.
So y'all are playing cards. First thing I need to know is, are you guys playing for gold or are you playing to have fun?
Not with
just-
Aaron.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
for fun.
I think we're playing for fun right now.
This
Yeah,
this,
we're gonna wait till she goes to bed.
Okay.
this deck of cards, because he has been making it right
Yeah.
tool for the job.
What does it look like?
It's it's a standard deck. Nothing special
Does it have little
on
bicycles on it?
I was gonna say the bicycle deck.
No, nothing special on like the actual like the numbers and the face cards. But on the back, it is the material kind of looks like scales, like blue scales, and then on the blue scales is a pair of black daggers trimmed in gold, and they're kind of like crossing.
Okay.
They look kind of like the vicious dagger that the dead. Yeah.
Which
that,
is a wicked
Aaron
looking
has.
thing with serrated teeth and like
Mhm.
towards the bottom
So
of
it's
it.
two of those crossing each other on a field of blue scales.
Okay.
And that's what the
Erin looks at them and she like looks at the backs of them and she's like, "That's real pretty, Ash."
thank you.
We had an art class in community college.
What is community college?
I went to the A&A. Thank you very much.
Right,
That's
sorry.
a name I know. So, as you all are beginning to play cards, if you're playing honest, you're playing for fun, you're playing to distract yourself whilst also playing maybe what the fuck is up
Oh yeah.
with
I'm
that.
just playing for fun. I don't care what everybody else is doing.
So the way this game works, as all of you are playing what the fuck is up with that while playing cards, everyone rolls a d20. The highest roll gets to ask the lowest roll a question. It's very
You have to
simple.
preface it as, question, what the fuck is up with that?
Yeah. Now, you can choose
Oh,
to
boy.
not answer the question, but if you do, you have to take a drink. So, everybody roll d20.
Shucks.
Okay, so AJ, you get to ask. I'm sorry, Ricky, you get to ask Ash a question.
How does drinking work in your world?
You make a
Can I
con
just-
save.
Role play it, or do I have to con save? Yeah.
You can. Okay, so if you're just choosing to drink to get drunk, you can just say that.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to
Okay, yeah.
resist getting drunk, you make con saves.
Oh no, Ricky is forgetting what happened earlier. So
Okay.
She's
Um,
getting sloppy of her own volition.
yeah. So I'm so sorry, Ash.
Oh,
I
guess
think
Aaron should roll as well.
Yes.
Okay, same result.
Okay, so I guess as we're playing cards, Ricky'll look over at Ash after putting away a lot of that fire whiskey and just say, "So, what's the deal anyway with your sister?"
Okay, that needs to be a little more specific question.
I don't know, I feel
Um,
like that's pretty specific. What's the deal with your sister?
Oh wait, what do I have to say? What the fuck?
What the fuck is
I'm
up with your
already
sister?
ruining the game. What the fuck is up with like your? Are you jealous of her, or is she? Do you have like a complex? What's the deal?
What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah.
Well, she's my twin. She's older than me, and we've
By a
always
minute?
had. It's a few. It's a few hours.
Oh, get over it, sourpuss.
It's it's
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck's up with that?
it's not. It's not a personal thing. It's a friendly sibling rivalry. We challenge each other to be better. That's basically it. It's nothing more than that.
I don't get it. If you couldn't tell, I'm an only child.
Oh, we knew.
Oh.
That's fair.
She is better at talking to people. She's a little more charismatic than I am. But she's very smart, very wise, a little more athletic.
So what they say about twins is true. Polar opposites.
Pretty much, yeah.
That was supposed to be a joke, but only Zed laughed.
So wait, does that mean he doesn't have to drink?
I mean, he can drink if he wants, but he has to. And it's not just like you take a sip from your drink. If you refuse to answer the question, you got to drink the whole damn thing and then get another one.
Ash takes a shot anyway.
Yeah, you can just do that.
All right.
Roll with
Ricky's
it.
a little teary-eyed, and it's like I'm so relieved to know this. If you've got family, it's so important to keep them.
Okay, so as we go to the next round, Ricky, you cannot ask another question until everyone's asked a question.
I do
Everyone
want
roll.
to,
Yeah.
before we roll, insight check Ricky to see if she's speaking from personal experience.
You mean Ash?
No, Ricky.
Oh,
was crying
go
about
ahead.
how important it is to keep family.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dirty 20.
What do I roll?
If you're trying to hide it, deception. If you're being honest, persuasion.
I mean, I'm drinking, so it would just be this.
Roleplay. So
you
does
can
it seem
see
to Joe that you're speaking from personal experience?
she's an open book.
I think it would be pretty clear that that question came because Ricky's heard enough from Ash to have picked up on some sort of rivalry or challenge, and Ricky's speaking from a place of not having anyone, and so wanting to know. Yeah.
Okay. D20 roll.
Everyone roll d20.
I think I rolled the same thing as last time. Now I rolled a little bit better. 2 9s, a 3.
So Ash got the lowest again, and Ricky got the highest again.
So then we go to the next highest.
That would be me, and we rolled the same thing. Roll off.
We rolled the same thing. Rollies?
We rolled the high and the low.
I answered a question. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you answer
Yep.
a question.
Oh.
Oh, so me and
no,
Zed are
Ricky-
rolling off.
Yeah, you and Zeb.
Okay, well, I think I win.
Not yet.
Watch this one.
Okay.
Watch this one. Oh.
A 6.
There you go. So, Joe.
Shit, am I asking Ricky?
Yep.
Shit,
Yeah, Ricky rolled the highest.
sorry, I meant Ash.
Yeah, you're asking
together
Ash.
in my brain.
All right, so
I know, I'm trying to think of a question. I should have assumed that this was possible.
might have been wise. Oh wait,
Shit.
no, I'm sorry.
What?
I don't see Ash's roll here.
It's a 4.
Ash got
It's
a
up
4
there.
again.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Yep.
Oh, did Aaron roll, by the
She
way?
rolled a 7, so
Alright. Shit. Why am I struggling suddenly?
Do you need a minute?
Maybe. You okay?
A gnat just hit me in the face.
Ah,
Pow!
Yeah.
Kamikaze. Just
all right. I guess. Why'd you really enroll in the army, Ash? Like, you got obviously a brain. Hate to admit it. So you could have been comfy in your lab doing tests. The other ain't assholes. But you're in a Brahma with us. What the fuck is up with that?
okay. Well, truly, honestly, my original purpose was to become a physiker, just like my father, and take over his physickery in Silver's Reach. And then, while I was studying at the A&A, I saw the Brahma project. And I've become obsessed ever since.
You're like
So
Brahmas. I think ride the Brahma.
it's ingenious. It could possibly win us this war. So I wanted to be a part of it. So I signed up, and then my sister couldn't let me have all the glory, so she signed up as well.
It
And
keeps tying back to her. I don't think you let us on everything that was up with her.
I admire her.
Ah.
You
Says that,
you
but
feel
I don't-
responsible for signing up?
I do. That's why I check on her every chance I get.
Think he does the same for you?
I don't care if she does. I hope she
Inside
does,
check.
but
Does he really not care? Natural one.
he's got a -2 to charisma, so
I-
you can
Maybe
still could
roll
pass
lower
this.
than that.
Yeah. Hold on.
Natural 1 for an 8.
Oh my god!
-1 total.
2 natural ones
All right.
for -1. Okay,
Uh,
does he care?
oh yeah, he does. Oh yeah,
He's like, I don't care.
yeah,
A single
exactly.
tear. Right, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Another natural one. That's so funny. All right,
Okay.
Jolie's back and says, "I'm satisfied."
Roll, everybody.
Oh,
Yeah, finally. Why is it not updated?
who is Aaron Lynn?
Aaron Line?
Line.
You're the fucking
Oh.
thief?
I didn't know that's how you spelled it.
I also
Did you
didn't
roll
know
a 20
that.
and I rolled a 19?
You rolled a 20.
Who rolled a
I
20?
saw a 20. I saw a 20 on the die.
No, Zed,
I
you're
guess I got
asking.
knocked.
Let's see who you're asking.
Cool.
You're asking Ricky.
I mean, there's 2 questions I got. I'll go for the still personal, but probably less personal question. Ricky, you seem like a normal person, but you grow a fucking tail. The fuck is up with that?
Blood question.
I was wondering about that myself.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of keeping it to myself, but like, that's not a normal situation.
Yeah, y'all have been a lot nicer about that than people can be sometimes. That's part of the reason I want to keep you all alive.
I mean,
I have a
I shoot
tail,
laser
so.
beams. I shoot laser beams out of my hand.
I
You saved me from jail and immediate death. So,
something happened that made me really mad. really, really, really mad, and it was pretty hard to control. And I was a little lost for a while, but found somebody, and they helped me channel some of that anger, and I'll point to like the sachet of herbs around my neck, and this helps some, but they also showed me that I could use that anger for things like the tail, which is good. Comes in pretty handy for me.
And it
For
does.
Regal.
Yeah,
Satchel,
I mean-
Satchel was the other question, but I didn't know if there was something way more personal attached to that.
Oh well, I mean, in terms of this story, this when you get as angry as I do, sometimes you need something to bring you down, so the smells help.
Ah, I thought it was a little more in depth than that. I like the simplicity of that.
What does it smell like?
Some of my favorite spices. There's some nutmeg and some clove, if it exists in this world.
Yeah.
Some coriander, some.
Yeah.
And
Reminds
cheese.
me of
You can't
Look-
ask what it smells like.
Let me put it this way. Common probably doesn't sound like English to people who speak common. The months are not named January, February, March, whatever. But
That's what we
we
call them.
them that, and we call it coriander and thyme and sage because I don't want to build everything. Jesus fucking Christ. It's close enough, and we can just describe it in English, and in common it's something else, but it's the same thing.
It's called.
Yeah, that's what's in this. But it's simple. It's about the smells, but the smells
Take you back.
they take
To
me
a
back,
happy place.
right? To a yeah. It's
Mhm. I get it.
sometimes the only way to stop being angry.
You're much nicer than a lot of people I see get angry, B. Especially in these times.
I kind of put my hands by her and I press the digitation, the smell of a couple of things. If you ever need it,
She just
fingertip away.
instantly rages.
Well, that's actually a good idea because if she's angry, you know, she can't calm down. Now we kind of have something built.
Just let me know.
I can drink to that.
You have been drinking. You've been
you're-
drinking excessively.
Fuck you for noticing.
You're right next to me. I'm actually a little jealous. You're outpacing me.
It's in the blood. Halfling and all that.
I feel like it's about half of your blood is whiskey at this point.
I'm hoping to get there.
I'm always so good, and I hate it because no one's gonna ask me a
20.
question.
Oh
So did
shit!
Ash.
Roll off.
I think everybody's asked
Hold on.
except Ash.
Yeah,
Aaron.
you can ask.
Okay, so
There we go. Aaron's asking a question.
what?
Oh,
Oh,
Ash would be.
Ash is asking a question of who? Let's see.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Of Ricky?
Ricky.
I think
Ricky
so,
getting
yeah.
all the questions.
I'm gonna say you can't be asked more than 2 questions per round of rolling, this would be your second question, Ricky. Aaron looks at you, Ricky. She has the shot glass that she's swirling on the table, and she says, "All right, Ricky. You got that little gray spot on your face, and I remember when you first got it, you burned your bear. Where did that bear come from? What the fuck was up with that?"
Embarrassed.
Ricky's gonna look down.
Oh.
And just really, really quietly, say, "Oh, that came from that came from Alethra. Um, it's just something of hers that I had, but you know, I don't want to get anybody else sick, so sometimes you have to give things like that up."
That was noble of you.
Yep.
This first
Mm-hmm.
plethora.
Aaron takes a
I
drink.
just took a big drink.
Yeah, I do too.
I think that was my second question.
Yep.
Joe just kind of like slinks back into her seat.
Looks away from Joe like, oof.
Shit.
Okay, so Aaron asked. Not Jesus, Ricky. Okay, so who's left that hasn't answered a question,
I haven't.
Me and Joe, yeah.
and who's that left who hasn't asked a question?
Ash and. Yep, Ash.
Okay, so this
Ash.
round of drinking,
Ash.
Ash, you asked Zed a question.
What
Okay.
about me?
Oh, I'm not Zed. Sorry, you asked Joe a question.
Now,
Oh.
anybody can ask me a question.
Okay.
We'll roll for it the next round.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yo.
Why
I hate it already.
are.
She's holding like her drink tightly in one hand.
What makes you so passionate about your hometown? What?
I grew up there. Uh, my family's there. People.
That's not what I asked.
Well, how is that not an answer?
There has to be something more specific. What
You're saying
truly
it's
makes you so passionate about your hometown?
It's seen a lot of
You-
shit in the past couple of years. It's been torn down more times than I can count in just the time I've been alive. And it always stays standing, even when it's in pieces.
Okay, maybe I should be more specific with this question. What makes you so passionate about your hometown, and why is it your father?
Wow. Why the fuck didn't you just ask me? No.
This is the one time you get to ask directly.
I mean, you wanted to be a physiker because of your dad.
That's true.
Maybe kids love their parents. Is that fucking weird?
Why are you getting all defensive, huh?
Why do you think it's weird that I love my dad?
It's not weird.
Enough to ask about it.
I just want to know more about your father because you keep talking about him.
He was a mortician. You knew that. Well, he kind of fell into the role.
We all knew that, though. You've been saying that a lot.
Yeah, well, he was good at his job. That's why he got it was, next to like fucking mayor. It's one of the most important jobs you can have in a small town. In
He's
this
still
day and
alive?
age. No, it's not.
Makes a lot more sense. Kind of puts his hand on your shoulder.
If it's anything, you honor his memory very well.
I think that's true. People loved him.
They'd
They
love you
were
too if you weren't
happy.
such a bitch all the time.
Thanks, Harry.
Hey,
Yeah.
just saying like it is.
Name of
People.
the game.
I've never been good at people, with people, talking to people, but he was. And when we were together, he would compensate for that part of me that didn't do people because he did people. Well, I don't have that anymore, do I?
No, we're not going to sugarcoat it. No, you are not too graceful at at finessing people, talking to
Hey.
them, being gentle with it. But you overcompensate in a lot of other aspects. Play to your strengths.
Right. My best.
You're doing great.
I
So-
mean, I'd be dead without you right now.
Same.
Still time.
There you go again.
Sorry. Thank
Sly,
you.
There it
Sly
is.
as a fox.
What was your dad's name? Sorry. Just final
John.
question.
Make up a
John?
name.
It's John. John Whitlow.
Ash will raise a shot to John.
To John.
Thanks.
He was a mortician. Aaron takes it.
Oh, he was a ranger before that. All right. Well,
Hmm.
he was a mortician.
Got a little heated when a 7 charisma character asked another 7 charisma character.
Yeah. Okay, so for the next round, does anybody
Sparks
have a question specifically for Zed? If
I
not,
think
we can roll
all of us should ask one question of Zed since he
Pile
is new
drive.
to the crew.
I'm an open book.
I just want to know where the fuck you came from.
That's
Just
a good question.
It originally came from
originally.
a clan, hobgoblins, called the Red Mist.
Where's that?
Kind of hard to pinpoint. It's
Kind of history.
it. Not yet.
it's more of a traveling city.
Okay, yeah, that would be hard to pinpoint.
A little bit. They were a group of warriors. Father went out was one of the top dogs, one of the better fighters there. And for a long time, I stayed back with the women and children. Fighting wasn't necessarily my strong suit. And I did wind up going out on some missions once I got older. But hand-to-hand combat, not really where I excelled. But asking where I'm from, Red Mist. A little bit of everywhere.
You shoot laser beams out your hands. What the fuck's up with that?
Yeah, do all hobgoblins do that?
No. You want the truth?
I'd hope for
Yeah.
it.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
One of those missions I went out on with my father and the rest of the clan. We got ambushed. I was the only survivor. Prior to that, I didn't have laser hand abilities.
Huh.
I went to run and I got grabbed. As I watched, they slaughtered my whole clan. And out of nowhere, I heard a voice in my head. And all it said was, "Let the chaos out." The next thing I know, explosion came out from me. Out of me. I knew it had to do with that voice. And I opened my eyes. And I was nowhere near where I was prior to a second ago. Guess I got something looking over me. It's got it inside me. Doesn't show face very often though. Only in very dire times of need.
Are you
But-
grateful for it?
The circumstances that came from it, no. Power to survive, I wasn't. I didn't want to survive, but after some time I realized it gave me the ability to help people. So nowadays, yes, very grateful. Plus I could do shit like this and I make it smell like cinnamon everywhere. It's dissipation. It's a beautiful thing. Yep. It's the truth. Not many people know that story. In fact, I don't
Quick
know
insight
anybody
check to see
alive.
if he's been bullshitting us the whole time.
Sure.
Deception. No.
17? You been honest?
I mean, yes, I rolled the persuasion 22.
Yeah, okay. She's like, alright, it's fine.
Pretty heartfelt. I don't know if there's anybody left alive that actually knows that story that I've told to.
Well, you doomed
But-
us all then.
Yeah, for
Pretty
the
much.
moment.
Track record ain't looking too good. That's why I try to help everybody I can. Know what it's like to not be useful or not to be able to help yourself or anybody around you. So I'm grateful.
Thank you for sharing that.
No problem. Feels good to get off your chest sometimes. That shit bundled up for long enough, it'll eat you from the inside out.
I was just gonna ask if you'd ever had sex.
Yes, many times.
Inside check.
Think I
12.
think I got a hairstyle like this and
And the
I'm not pulling.
chest hair and on the pecs, 12.
11, yes.
A little bit over the top for my taste, but I can see the appeal.
Well, what's your taste?
Don't worry
You
about
got-
it.
I'm asking that. This is your turn. No one's asked you a question. What's your tap? She leans over.
Aaron takes a drink.
Kind of like insight is like, does her eyes drift to anybody in the group as kind of like maybe an indication of like a type preference?
Sure.
I rolled a shitload of insight checks right now.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
At least you're rolling on
Natural
a.
fucking one! Damn it!
Oh, she doesn't even have to roll. Don't worry about it.
God, so depressing. Can anybody else make that insight check?
If
That's
you
the
if
dog.
you rolled a 1, you're trying to see what everybody at the table, right?
I'm trying to see where her eyes go if they can give some sort of
Oh,
indication.
just
what her
her.
preference is.
Okay, I
So
thought you
feel
were
free to
saying
make that
every-
check so that you guys know and Joe doesn't.
I thought you meant you were checking the entire table, and I had something
mean,
for your 1. But
You
if
know
not-
what? Honestly, I would still like to hear it.
If you rolled a 1 and you were checking the whole table, you would be certain that Ricky was just in love with Zed on a 1 or the 1 insight.
I can see the way that Ricky's looking at her. She's gonna file that information away as like a.
Yeah. I'll say at all this talk, Ayash is awkwardly shuffling the deck and just focused on that. He doesn't want any part of this conversation.
I think catching that, Aaron would say, "You don't like this Avenue sourpuss?"
What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah, he's a little shy.
Sex is messy.
Wow, I
Yeah?
never heard it so properly
The good.
put.
The good kind is, yes.
Eh.
Well, it just got drier in here than the Sichuan
Oh,
desert.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
As you all talk and laugh and talk about who you were, who you are. For now, that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
We have 5 minutes.
Good way to end it.
I thought so.
I figured we only had a half hour left. That's why I said let's play What the Fuck Is Up With
Yeah,
That.
good call.
Nice.
Well, before I let you all go, we are going to go ahead and deal with the player vote for inspiration.
Can I go first? I'm at the bottom.
Yeah, we can do reverse order. Let me just pop Aaron Line onto the splash because
Yay,
she's
our
technically
new little
in the
buddy.
team now.
Yeah.
She's lower level than you guys, so be aware.
Did we level up?
after the siege?
Yeah.
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 Go ahead.
I've never asked that since the first time you told me not to ask, and I was like, I was just fucking ask, you know?
Let's just
Mhm.
bring
I was
it
going
in.
to announce it after the RP though, but yeah, you all know
Yeah.
that. Go ahead and Pen, who's your vote for inspiration?
Ricky. For 2 reasons. She really shone in that battle. The whole the self-sacrifice for the tossing of that detonation thing was super fucking badass, even if you ragdolled afterwards. And then the quick thinking with the tail whip saved our asses. Fuck knees. But yay, we still have the crown. And I literally cannot express how amazing both of those moments were.
I will say, on top of that, removing Regal from the head of Neath completely changed how this could have gone. So,
Haha.
Mm.
Fuck
Nice.
that guy.
all right. we are going in reverse order, so Dooch.
Same exact reasons for Penn. Ricky.
Mhm.
Great job. And she likes Zed. Oh.
With
Yeah,
a 1.
she's madly in love with Zed. Well, at least Joe is
I would
confirmed
say
on that.
absolutely no one but Joe thinks that because that
Yeah.
now
Well, Ricky like glanced in Zed's general direction, and Joe was like, "I fucking knew it."
I feel like
Alright.
there's like a good buddy comedy now between Zed and Ricky
I'm gonna
coming.
try to wingman that.
But yeah, that
Class.
idea to smack that crown off, top
It was
notch.
awesome.
Class.
Especially with your tail.
Hmm?
Who's your vote for, Class?
And you stole mine. But I think I'm gonna give it to Zed and his background. I like opening up to us about Red Mist and what happened, how he got his powers. I think that's really, really cool.
I had to check notes before what the fuck is up with that happened because I
Like, uh-oh,
had
somebody
a
might
feeling
ask
it was
me.
coming up. Yep.
AJ.
Yeah. You stole mine, Class. I was gonna say first, like I just love the RP because like everybody has done so much work to build really cool characters. So like, you know, favorite part. Well, everything was great, but really love the what the fuck is up game. But yeah, I appreciated the Warlock origin story. I thought that was a really, really nice use of the class to build that character out.
Okay. So Ricky, Zed, which means both Ricky and
Ricky,
Zed
Zed.
earn an inspiration point.
The
Well
best
done.
power couple.
It's the beginning of our buddy comedy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
Red.
as we come to the end of our session, hope you all had a good time. Well done changing the course of events for this campaign. That's very interesting, and I love to see it happen. To those of you who are watching from home or work, we love you. Hi, Pen.
Hi,
And
And we will see you all next time on All Quiet on the Serisian Front. Good night, everybody.